Okay, guys, so now we want to actually assign importance levels to the user answering these questions, right? So if you were asked this question, what's your favorite color, red or green or blue, is it really that important to you, especially when it comes to something like work? Now, of course, if pink was in there and or your least favorite color and the uniforms were yellow or pink and you hate those colors, that might be a important answer for you, whereas your favorite color maybe not as big of a deal. So if we go into Komodo Edit, we are going to add this new one, just a list called importance levels, and we'll do mandatory, we'll do very important, we'll do somewhat important, and then we'll do not important. So those are the choices. Now we'll assign numerical values for these. I'm just going to have it commented out. Mandatory, very important, somewhat important, and not important. Okay, so the values we are going to do, let's say mandatory is, let's say it's 300, very important is 100, somewhat important is 20, and not important is 0. These are a little arbitrary, but as you notice, mandatory is definitely a lot higher than all the other ones, so that it gets more clout in that sense. We will come back to this for sure. Anyway, so back to importance levels, we'll have that. And let's just copy this real quick and go into our template, our all template here. We're going to be putting a new one called a select. And then we will, this is basically just a drop-down menu. And we'll give it a name of importance level. And then now we need to make a for loop. So for IMP and importance levels, we're going to make an option value equals to IMP, and what will be displayed is IMP. Okay, so let's go back into here, take a look at it. Cool, so now we have this drop down menu showing up. Let's do a little formatting here. I'm going to actually put the question itself into a paragraph, and I'm going to put that right after select, which I'll put another paragraph to put the submit form into. Do a refresh, cleans it up just a little bit. And as far as the question itself, let's do an H3 tag. It's a little bit bigger than I would have liked, so let's get rid of this break here and actually put this paragraph tag after that H3. That's nice. Okay, so then right next to select, we want to say maybe answer importance to you. That way they kind of know what this is all about. Or you could even say, how important is this to you? Or how important is this? That might even be better. How important is this? Okay. And okay, cool. So we can leave that, and now we need to actually get this information when we send our post data. So what we can do is just test it out real quick in our views. Request method, so we will print, and this should be importance level. Alright, so we'll hit save, and let's see what happened. Somewhat important, that's what passed through. Very good, so we'll just put importance level equals to that. Now we actually have to change our models in here. So we will put importance level equals models.char field max length of 120, and then we'll do a default equals to somewhat important. That's just going to be our default, this one right here, just so it's not over the top. But we can save that now, and we'll have to go into our terminal, close this out, quit the server, that is, and then we're going to do a schema migration. So python manage.py schema migration questions auto, and python manage.py migrate questions. All right, so let's run the server again. So now we need to actually save that. So let's do that in our views. So down here, we just need to add a new line, answered.importance equals to the importance level from the request. And we'll go back into our models to make sure actually it's importance level, not importance. So we will change that here. Answer.importance level, cool. And just do a refresh real quick. Blue, not important. Press enter. Answer was saved. Let's go back into our admin here. Go to user answers, and color was blue, not important. Cool. And as you notice, it is a mandatory field, so we might want to actually change that in our models to be not mandatory, because of that same issue we ran into before with, not here. That same issue we ran into before with the answer model. So let's just do that. Quit our server real quick. Migrate questions. All right. Put the run server back on. And we do it one more time, save it, answer saved, and that mandatory goes away. We definitely still really want that because of that issue of get or create. All we need to do now is to make sure that our template file is showing the value that the user has selected. So in this case, we need to get it based off of the question and the user answer for that question. So if we grab this up here, copy that, and then paste it down into the option value. This time it's going to be selected. Okay, and then abc.importance level equals to IMP, as in the importance level. And this is going to be question. Because again, we're getting the question based off of based off of this question, that user's set of answers, and their importance level that they selected. So if we go back into Chrome, we can see not important, somewhat, and somewhat. Now, if you remember, you didn't actually do somewhat. That was the default that we set. So answer saved. And now you see our answers and our questions. Pretty cool. It's nice and clean, a little bit efficient, and yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So in the next one, we will start to add what we want our other users, how we want them to be answering. Because in some cases, if you are trying to find a team that loves early morning and that's mandatory to you, you definitely want to save that, and you also want it to be mandatory for them. Now, on the other hand, if your favorite color is blue and you don't care what their favorite color is, or you do care, then you want to put that. Now, those types of things are important, especially when you come to matching with teams. And in this case, you would want to be really picky, because you want to find a team that complements the things that you like and believe. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, we will be doing that stuff in the next one. See you then.